Hi there, welcome back, or if it's your first time, welcome. I'm Hélène and I am here with a new video. This is an impromptu video. It's something that I've been thinking about a lot today, and just as I was listening to some other YouTubers throughout the day, once the theme of expired makeup, actually twice today, the theme of expired makeup came up, and it's a theme that I can both appreciate and that drives me a little bit crazy. I needed to talk about expired makeup because what I loved about what Angelica brought up was that she works with food. She works somehow in the food industry. And that she said, you know, if it doesn't taste bad, smell bad, look off, it's fine. And that's something that I've been struggling with talking to people about for years, is this idea of expired food. I have no trouble buying, as long as it looks good, smells fine, what's supposed to be expired food at the grocery store. I think it's awful that this food gets thrown out. Meanwhile, we have what would technically be expired food in our fridge all the time that just doesn't have a labeled date because it's not a packaged product. Don't tell me that the fruit in your fruit stand is not, on your counter, fruit bowl or whatever, that you're going to throw it out if you've had it in the house for 5 days, even though it looks good, right? And when it comes to makeup, that bothers me, that people look at that 6-month, 12-month, 24-month range of when the makeup was opened to the time it should be thrown out, discarded, whatever. And that really, really bothers me that people adhere to those, because just like we don't need to adhere to those for food, we can use common sense. We can also do the same thing with makeup. So when it comes to the powdered products, if I know I'm not going to be using a palette for a while, I'll do a little quick sanitization just like makeup artists do with some alcohol, whatever, and keep it aside. When it comes to cream products, I try, unless I'm almost finished with a product and I know that I'll be done with it quick, I make sure that I don't use fingers directly in the makeup and to keep it cleaner, that kind of thing. Just common sense sanitary practices. But again, powder products are a lot less likely to go bad, and then cream products as well. If we don't let the germs go into the container, they don't tend to go bad either. And I like Angelica's view of smell it, look at it, does the consistency look good, does it smell like it used to, does it still smell good, and to do that kind of just a sanity check before just chucking something because there's an arbitrary date. And let's talk about that arbitrary date. There is nothing that is beneficial to a manufacturer, to a store, a chain, or to government to reduce those expiry dates, because right away they are exposed to risk, because they have no control from the time you open the product on how you're going to store it. So worst case scenario is used for those determining those dates, so that they are giving a safe for everyone type of a time frame. Well, that's the least common denominator. Is that really the right way for us all to evaluate that? I pose that does it really make sense for us to follow that date? Or should we, like our common sense for food, eating safe food, that we would also apply it to putting makeup on that is safe? Now, I don't have any older palettes or products. There is one big palette type of this big box of makeup that I just decluttered this year, actually, that I've had for over a decade. And the only reason I decluttered it was that I know a lot more about eyeshadow, lipstick, and face products than I did before. And I just did not think that that palette was worth anything, and that it was time for it to go because I have much, much better products to put on my face now. I have, however, I did declutter. I finished 4, I did declutter 2, and I now still have, this one's not quite as old, this is probably 5 years old, and I have these 2, a Lancôme, actually a Lancôme and an Estee Lauder, some glosses. These products, this one probably 5 years old, these I would say 10 years old. I have this one right now on my lips, and that's what actually prompted me, along with Angelica's comments today, to film this video. I have no intention of decluttering those. I am using them right now because I think it would be good to use them. They will at some point not behave like they're behaving right now. But to hell if I'm going to throw out perfectly good product. I like it. I like the color on my lips, and they feel good on the lips. They are a soothing gloss for after wearing liquid lipstick. The rules of the day would have had me get rid of these a long time ago, and to that I say BS. I'm going to use them. They're fine. And I think that if people want to get rid of older makeup, that's fine. They don't have to use the excuse of expiry to do so. You can do with your purchases whatever you want. What I take issue with is the idea that we are being told we have to. We're grown-ups. We can do what we want with our makeup, and I will choose to discard it when I am good and ready. I would love to hear what your thoughts are on what is quote-unquote old or expired makeup, and how you curate your collection when it comes to aging your products out. If you want to leave a comment, I would love to hear what your thoughts are down below. If you liked this video today, please consider giving it a thumbs up. If you like the content on this channel overall, I would appreciate very much if you would subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.